All right, we are back. I'm Odie. He's Mikey. These are plans. Okay, good. So I think we got the gist of it. You were just chugging along, aren't you?
I'm trying.
I gotta get obsidian first. All right, steel. Ooh. Iron and coal, which you made coal.
Yes, I did.
What do I
The
do
seeds
now?
should be over in that chest there.
Wait a second. What are you saying, Claudia? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Well, I got a 5% chance of getting the obsidian seed.
I don't see that you're a Patreon yet, Claudio. I got a notification. Did you join and then quit instantly? Alright, so you're trying to get obsidian, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's go ahead and grab the coal seed and plant this one. Because I need some. There we go. Let's grab some more water. Anyways, what's everybody been up to? Anything exciting? Anything exciting with you, Mikey?
No.
Right.
Sorry, my brain just shut off there for a
You're
second.
like, wait, has there been? Oh no.
No, nothing really. Life is boring, and that's okay. Sometimes boring is good.
Yep.
Exciting usually means bad, so.
Or at least means work. Alright, there's some steel. Gentle Wolf, you have to move?
That's actionable, unless it's a good move. I don't know. I mean,
Usually with the word have to.
yeah,
It
that's
makes
not
me-
a,
yeah,
really a
yeah,
good
it
thing.
doesn't necessarily come off. Alright, so there's that. What's this? Dark steel. Now you're working on obsidian, right?
I'm working on it.
Okay, I'm just asking. So snippy.
I can't help what random does.
Random is
Especially when there's
random.
only a 5% chance of getting them.
I'm gonna have to move crops around again. Which is fine. Alright. Man, we are really kind of getting through these crops. Yes, that's how we, that's the only way. You can't get a infinite water supply in this, so you have to do it that way.
You know, it's funny, when I was playing this on my own just to test it out for a little bit, when I was trying to make the stone seed the first time, I got the obsidian seed right away.
Did you really?
Yep,
Oh,
it was
it's
the first thing I got.
recipe?
Yeah, because there's like a 95% chance it'll be stone and a 5% chance it'll be the obsidian, and I'm just getting bad RNG right now.
It happens.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just annoying. It's the worst thing ever.
Ever. Yeah, burn it down. Burn it all down. That's right, monkey. Bark just a little bit under your breath. That'll teach him. Alright, well, I'm going to plant some of these seeds. Yeah, oh no, that's cool. I appreciate it. Alright, we're going to have to span out over here. And then I'll move things around later. How did I put crop sticks on cobble?
Because theoretically you could grow them on, you could set it up to grow anything on it.
Weird.
There might even be a recipe that requires cobble as the soil, I don't know.
October 1st, I mean, it's not great, but it's not
that gave you a little bit more time than
Yeah.
I was worrying. Yeah.
August 1st. That'd be bad because that was 2 days ago.
Yeah, that was, I was gonna say that'd be the past. That'd be really bad. Yeah.
You'd be in trouble. Let's do that. Do this. A little bit of that. Kind of miss a little bit. Perfect. Area of wood. Aquamarine. Could technically be a gem. Alright. Favorite chip flavor?
Potato.
Yeah. That's a good one. I'm a big fan of that one. Yeah, honestly, probably that. I can eat barbecue chips here or there, you know, when the mood hits me, you know. Dan, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, potato's good. That's a good one.
I'll occasionally have sour cream and onion, but yeah, I generally just prefer plain chips.
I will say this, as picky as I am, I've had sour cream and onion chips and quite enjoyed them on many an occasion. Would I eat sour cream? God, no. Do I like onions on things? Not if my life depended on it. So, you know, there's that.
Yes. You are a man of many contradictions.
Barbecue chips is the only barbecue I like.
That is just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I accept you for your weirdness, so.
Yeah, well. I am. Oh yeah, Cheetos. Does that count as a favorite chip flavor? Oh man,
Sure.
I don't know what it is, but like, you know, I do know what it is. Holy crap, I know what it is. All right. As many of you know, Heather and I went on vacation with the kids. We drove from southern Arizona all the way up to northern Michigan. Fun family trip. We're broke because of it, but you know, memories and whatnot. Other cat songs, that kind of stuff. And Heather went, I don't want to say kooky per se, but we definitely had plenty of snacks. A lot of snacks.
Better to have too much than not enough.
Yeah. So do you know if any of you guys have ever like had a minivan or ridden in one? A lot of the time they have what are called stow and go seats, where you don't actually have to take the seats out; they just kind of fold up into the floor. Well, when you don't have the seats in the floor, there's a big empty area, big enough to put a folded car seat into. Right? We had 2 of those, completely packed with snacks. Plus, we had a full-size ice chest that had stuff in it. And then we also had a small ice chest as well. Like I said, but we had bought a big thing of like those little like, you know, personal bags of chips type thing. I think her aunt bought that when we were there. And she was like, if you guys want to take these with you, because most everybody else flew. So, you know, checking a box of small bags of chips is a weird thing to do at an airport. So we took it with us. And, man, I was just digging the Cheetos. So since we got home, I've just been tearing through bags of Cheetos. They're great. Wait, wrong cat. Wrong cat mascot.
Yeah, they're not Frosted Flakes, Woody. Frosted Cheetos. There you go. There's a new flavor for you.
I want to ask Mikey if he's got any Obsidian seeds yet, but I'm scared to.
No, I'm still not. Haven't gotten them yet. If you think you can do it better, go ahead and do it.
I do not. I do not.
I've gotten a bunch of stone seeds, even a couple of water and fire seeds, but not a single obsidian yet.
Yeah, Frosted Flakes. That's another thing that happened on the trip. Because, okay, so we stayed at like Super 8s and Days Inn because they were the cheapest motels. Because every place we stayed, we had to get 2 rooms because there were 6 of us. The hotels, and then we had to eat, pickled chips. No, God no. And a lot of them, the majority of them, would have some sort of breakfast, right? And a lot of them would have like kind of make your own waffles. One place had like sausage and biscuits and scrambled eggs and stuff. These are all just different Super 8s and whatnot. Some of them had even less, but all of them had Frosted Flakes. Every single one. They would always have 2 cereal choices, and it was Frosted Flakes, or what I refer to as a grown-up cereal, like Special K or Super Colon Blow or something like that, And but they always and I had Frosted Flakes for all of those. Even the hotel we stayed in Michigan was a Super 8, so they had that. So yeah, I spent like 2 weeks eating Frosted Flakes, and when we got back, I'm like, I want more. So
there are your dang Obsidian seeds.
Well, it's good you're not big. I mean, that's really what's important.
I made 41 stone seeds.
That's a lot.
And then like 4 or 5 fire and water also each time. Never. Then finally, mm-hmm. Got what I wanted. No, I'm not bitter. Just annoyed.
Yeah.
It's all your fault, Modi.
I know.
I don't know why or how, but it is.
Alright, so I am trying to make dark steel and refined obsidian. So this is going to be steel, well, steel and obsidian, makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Let's see, where's the steel at?
What did you do that you had to reset your modem and router?
Your modem. Because he said he liked Doritos apparently, and his internet was like, what? Well, you're out of here, Mr. Cool Ranch. I'm assuming that's
I like Cool Ranch Doritos. They're good. I don't like regular Doritos anymore, but Cool Ranch are good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Just got tired of the extreme cheesiness.
It's just a bit much for my delicate palate anymore.
I will say I'm not, and maybe some of you guys can help me on this. What is the obsession with flaming hot things? Why? What is going on in your lives where you've got to set your butthole on fire to be like, that's tasty? Like what is happening?
It's like at the restaurants with the wings where they have to actually like sign a waiver to be able to eat them, otherwise they injure themselves.
Well, like, okay,
why?
They came out with those Dorito 3Ds, which are supposed to be kind of like puffy Doritos, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, okay, I can see that, I can get behind that, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's like what was the flavor? Burn your butthole, nacho, I think is what it is.
What, fired nachos? Yes.
What's the weirdest thing I ever eaten? A group of friends and I got lost in the woods. Well, never mind. The answer to that question is Ramon. That's the answer to that question.
One time my plane crashed in the Andes and I was part of a soccer team.
Yeah. One time, back when I was younger, in the 1800s, we were trying to go from get our butts over to Utah. Yeah, there's flaming hot everything, and it's like, I'm like, oh, this chip is tasty. You know what would make it even better? Lava coming out of my butthole. That would be.
If it physically hurt me when I pooped afterwards.
Yeah, Claudia, you have to be a monster level Patreon to get in the Discord and on all the servers. You get everything for that. So. But yeah, I just God. Now,
yeah,
I will say, considering where I live, which, if for anybody who doesn't know, I live in very southern Arizona. The Mexico border is, I don't know, an hour from
in his
my
backyard,
house.
basically.
Yeah. And so, and I'm not, and now here's the thing. You guys have all either, you guys have all heard of or tried, oh man, I just forgot what they're basically rolled up Doritos. I'm having an absolute brain fart right now. Someone will get it. Heather, what are those things called? The Takis. Thank you, Shippo. Thank you. So, Takis is a pretty popular thing, and I think they're kind of like spicy Doritos, but they're still tortilla chips, but they're kind of rolled up in a cone type thing. But yeah, they sell them. I believe most places in the chip aisle and whatnot. But before they were kind of everywhere else, they definitely had them here, like in the ice cream trucks and whatnot, forever. And of course, I mean, even when I started driving an ice cream truck the first time when I was 19, they were a big seller. Now, there's this stuff called chamoy, which is kind of a, I'm not making this up, it's kind of a spicy juice. I don't know about taste-wise, but at least consistency-wise, it's kind of sriracha-y. But before sriracha was cool. Anyways, but yeah, I always had to buy a bottle of this stuff because kids would take these Takis, which were kind of like slightly hotter Doritos or hot Doritos or whatever, and they would just douse it in this hot sauce stuff called chamoy. And chamoy is a big type of Mexican candy. So there's like, if you ever heard of like Lucas, which is, you know, they make like the powder salt stuff. Beer salt is another thing it's called. Yeah, they have chamoy everything. That's like one of their big flavors, right? And they would just douse it in this chamoy stuff. And I think that's really kind of where the Flamin' Hot thing came from. And man, kids, they go crazy for it. They're nutty. They're nutty for the spicy, and I don't get it.
Nutty for eating it.
Just, it's like, why are you mad at your butthole? It's a solid, hey, you know what? It's a solid question. I don't think I'm wrong.
A phrase I never thought I would hear, but I kind of appreciate it.
My opinion on sour food. I never really got into it if you're talking like Sour Patch Kids and that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, it's always funny to like kind of freak out, but when I was younger, my mouth is watering in a defensive kind of way just from us having this conversation, I swear. I'm going to drown. I'm going to drown sitting up at a desk in Arizona. I don't know, even growing up as a kid, like, once again, where I lived, do any of you guys know what a salito is?
No.
Okay, it's, I believe it is a dried prune. Okay? So, they dry a prune, and if you don't live near, like, in the Southwest, none of this is going to make sense to you. So, it's a dried prune to where it's pretty much just around the pit, and when you eat it, it's kind of, not from a flavor aspect, but from, like, a consistency aspect. It's almost kind of like a beef jerky, like a soft beef jerky. But, and when I say dry it, it's not just kind of leave it out, like they salt it. So it is insanely salty, like out of your like. Let me put it this way: the first like lick or bite you take, the insides of your cheeks try and touch each other, like it's salty.
Oh my.
And then if that wasn't bad enough, generally they shove it into a lemon half, and that's how you get it. A salty dried prune in a squooshed into a half a lemon.
Huh.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys know this, but little lesson, especially for people who are nowhere. In Mexico, almost none of their candy has chocolate. Chocolate wasn't something that was there. So, not like how it is here. Most people, when you think candy, I'd probably think chocolate's the first thing that just pops to mind. Even if that's not your thing, if someone said, oh, I got candy, it'd probably be, even though it might be something else. But yeah, there it's most of their stuff is salty and sour or hot, like spicy hot, a lot of spices and stuff like that. So it's a very weird thing. So, but I'm a big wuss, so I didn't really do a whole lot with any of that stuff growing up. It was icky. But yeah, even to the point where there's, I think the biggest company people heard of is one called Lucas, and they make a bunch of Mexican candy, right? But they also make ice cream bars, and it's Lucas ice cream bars, and there's a chamoy one, which means it's a spicy ice cream bar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you. I sold them. One of the few things in the ice cream truck I never tried. Because, didn't want to die.
Big wuss,
Would you try it?
No, God, no.
Okay. As long as we're on the same page.
Oh yeah, I'm a big wuss also.
Okay,
so.
as long as we're wussing together, that's all that
matters. Didn't sound right.
Graphite. We made a lot of seeds over these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I'll get them. We're almost done, so I'm just kind of filling out. Graphite. Coal stone. Do we have graphite out here somewhere? Obsidian,
could be in there somewhere, yeah.
Silicone. I don't know if I already planted it. Slate.
Oh.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did. No. We'll put it over here. Nope. I will say that the Choco Taco, it has nuts on it, so I can't eat it. I haven't been able to for an extremely long time. But the ice cream place so when you own an ice cream truck, you basically go to a store and you buy almost wholesale boxes of ice cream. So instead of, like let's say a bomb pop, I would buy them in box. I have to buy them in 24 in a box, for each flavor and stuff. But it's obviously way cheaper than it would be to buy 24 of them from the ice cream truck, and that's called profit. Anyways, but the place I worked at, or the place that I got all of my stuff from, for some reason never carried the Choco Taco. I never had them. There was a smaller ice cream truck place in town, but it was kind of on the. I actually never went to it, but from what I heard of, it was kind of like even further away from where I worked. The areas I worked in, and I guess they had them, but I never wanted to drive out. That was the only thing that they had that the place I went to didn't. So. So yeah, I never really had them in my truck, and I will say I didn't lose enough sales. I would probably say in like the 3 or 4 years I did it, maybe 2 or 3 people like asked and then didn't get something else. Like, hey, do you have the chocolate taco? No. Oh, okay. Well, let me get this, and this, instead. There was only a couple times where people were like, oh, really? All right. Well, that's all I was looking for. It very seldom happens. So. But yeah, I'm very surprised. I didn't know that the Choco Taco sales were down. Maybe they're just bringing it down so they can come back with like a burrito. a Choco enchilada or, I don't know. All right, we got to wrap things up. We're gonna go raid Heather. We're gonna go hang out with her. I will be back in an hour, playing some Ultimate Progression with Heather. She'll actually be here this time, so I won't be quite derping my way through as bad as I did before. I think we're doing pretty good here. I'm gonna have to definitely reorganize some crops, but I think we're doing pretty darn good. So, I want to give a big thank you to everybody who hung out in the stream. Thank you to Drag for your donation. No bits or subs yet today, but hopefully... well, my bit thing's all messed up and saying... My sample goal. Apparently I never saved it, but I didn't get any bits either way. So
Oops.
I'll fix it before this. And, yeah, and then everybody on the YouTube side, like, subscribe, click that bell. Come check out the Patreon. Come hang out, play on these servers, hang out in our Discord, be in the streams on Saturdays, that fun stuff. Help support what I do and the tasty way to do it. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Anyways, guys, Mikey, any parting words?
Thanks for being here, and hopefully we didn't offend anybody.
Really, really, honestly, I think we're pretty good there. Sadden them, gross them out, but I don't know about offended.
Yeah.
Maybe defended. Sorry if we defended you and you didn't want us to. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, guys, hang out. We're going to go raid Heather. Till next time, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.